I met Nick when he was in grade school still, and his older brother Tyler was playing for me. I met Nick under an unfortunate set of circumstances in his life, but then seeing Tyler go through the rest of high school and then having Nick join our varsity team as a freshman, I've been able to see him kind of in the role of younger brother, in the role of older brother to his sister, and then in the role of captain of our team. So I've seen him kind of mature from wildly athletic and kind of unsure of his movements and things like that to polished infielder, polished hitter, person who works really hard, a kid that we can depend on both in and outside the classroom, and a kid that I just look forward to keep following and watching him be successful at Alvernia in anything he does.
Playing baseball with Newt is pretty interesting. And whenever he takes the field, it's kind of like a sense of entitlement that he gets. You know, coaches are always looking at him, praising him. Scouts are always at the games, MLB scouts, always looking at him. He just thinks that he runs the show, sort of like a Bryce Harper-esque kind of attitude he has. And it's sometimes, a little troubling for the other players to pay attention throughout the games, but we get through it, and we all love Newt.
Well, from growing up with Nick and playing baseball all through our lives, I've seen two different personalities. One being off the field and one being on the field. On the field, Newt was what I like to call jerk off, and just his poop didn't really stink that much when he was out there. But off the field, Newt's one of the best guys I know. Sweetheart, very caring.
Well, my fondest memory has to be our 12-year-old All-Star year. We beat Dave Geiger's team, and that was pretty much the greatest moment of my life. Another good memory is our 15 or 16-year-old year, Babe Ruth League. We were actually so bad at games that we forced Lee Geiger to stop coaching altogether, and that still stands to this day.
What's up, guys? So I've been coaching youth baseball since I was about 15 years old. I've coached hundreds of different kids from all different age groups, from 10 years old all the way to 18 years old. I've coached my boy Nicky Nutile, Danny Adams, Jimmy Kreiser, Nick Toy, name a few of the seniors. But there's one in particular that made me question my entire decision to coach youth baseball, and that is none other than the jerk-off himself, Pat Ruane.
We were actually so bad at games that we forced Lee Geiger to stop coaching altogether, and that still stands to this day.
Pat wasn't the most athletic kid on the field, didn't have the most ability, but he worked pretty hard. Until one day, all of a sudden, I just looked at him and I told him, dude, really, you're making me question my entire decision to coach youth baseball. He made my father want to quit coaching. I really haven't been into it since I've coached him, but on the up and up, they're all solid kids. I love them all to death, and I would do anything I could for them. Pat, I love you, my brother, but I just have to be honest, man. You are by far the most unathletic kid I've ever coached in my entire life.
I've been coaching Nick since he was about 7 years old. One day in the backyard, I was teaching his brother Tyler how to pitch, and Nick came up to me after we were done, and he said, "What about me?" And I said, "What, you want to pitch?" And he said, "Yeah." So he took the mound, and his first pitch he threw about 4 feet over my head and hit the shed. From that point on, he continued to work and show work ethic that was very incredible. He became a leader. He became willing to win. I think overall he learned to love the game. He traveled all over the country, as far south as Virginia and as far north as Massachusetts. Nick's options were wide open. He was very mature about the decision making, and I wish him all the luck in the world in the next 4 years at Alvernia University, pursuing his degree in business and his baseball career.